Hi, this is Trey Passer. Welcome to my review of Jumanji The Next Level. Well, this is, of course, the sequel to the Jumanji sequel that came out 2 years ago, starring, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Karen Gillan, Kevin Hart, and Jack Black. About them getting sucked into the game and playing the different avatars and stuff. Now, this movie I was definitely looking forward to because I love like I said, the other movie, the 2017 version. That was pretty good and very original. I liked what they did with that story. They kind of did a nice take on the Robin Williams version, which I really enjoyed. So I was looking forward to watching this. Now, this one, of course, has additional characters in this: Danny DeVito and Danny Glover. Okay, and this, like I said, if you see the trailer, you know the premise. So basically, Spencer, that character, he goes into the game by himself for different reasons. Okay, and they have to go in to rescue him. And of course, the premise of this one is now that you have different characters in different bodies and stuff. And of course, you have two characters, the Danny DeVito character and the Danny Glover character, not knowing what's going on. And so they have to kind of guide them along while they, try to survive the game and do the mission and, go back. Now, this movie, I did enjoy it. It had a lot of jokes in it, a lot of good funny jokes. And, of course, The Rock acting like Danny DeVito and Kevin Hart acting like Danny Glover, of course. And there was a lot of body switching in there going on and stuff, which is good. And you have Aquafina in this as well. She plays a new character in this, and I thought she was good as well. But this was, to me, slightly less than the 2017 version. This was, okay sequel, but it just didn't wow me like the other version did. Of course, Karen Gillan, who I absolutely love in this, is Martha. I thought she's absolutely fantastic at doing her stunts and just just being great. And those four characters, they do have a nice sort of character and rhythm together when they're on screen. And Jack Black gets to play multiple characters, and he's always hilarious. And of course, Kevin Hart is hilarious as well. And I have to say, oh yeah, I forgot to mention what's called Nick Jonas is Alex. He's in this as well from the first movie. He's in this again as well. See, the thing about this movie, and I think they should really stop trying to do this, or at least get a better guy. Like the last movie, the main, I guess, villain guy in this was very forgettable. And the same thing with the villain in this one, the guy that plays Jurgen the Brutal. Again, these characters they're like they're very horribly written, and I guess it's not fault of the actors. Just that these main guys that they go up against are just horribly written, and just they're like you have no doubt ever that they're gonna overcome this villain and stuff and succeed and do the mission and stuff. They really need to cast somebody, I think, a better actor and write it better if they're gonna do another one, which I assume they probably are. Just cast a better actor, uh, to just and make the main villain so you actually fear for these four characters that you think something's going to happen to them. They're not going to succeed and they're going to fail on the mission. And maybe they'll do that with the third movie. Just they need to cast just a better actor for the villain role, because I think it's just a better actor and write it better, because it's the last movie and this movie, the villain, just the main guy they're going up against, is very forgettable and not even worth mentioning. That the main thrust of the movie is the four characters and their interactions together, which are always hilarious, and to see them get from one circumstance to the other circumstance is always enjoyable. But this movie, like I said, it's not as good as the original one, but it's an okay sequel. It's not wow, it didn't exceed the sequel to me. It just like a little notch below the other one. So I'm gonna give Jumaji The Next Level. I'll give it a 7. I'll give it a 7. So like I said, the other one I thought was, it's just more funny, and maybe because that's the first time you saw all these characters together, and they all, the other movie had like a goal, not a goal, and a lesson that everybody learned, and you do kind of have that same thing in this movie as well. There's like an ultimate like goal with the certain characters and stuff, some things that have to be settled. Okay, and I think they do an okay job with that, and I think that's the good part of the movie. And like I said, I think Aquafina did a good job because she plays multiple characters as well. And like I said, I wouldn't mind seeing a sequel to this movie again. So if they go one more time into the world, I wouldn't mind. But I just hope they cast this time a better villain, a better main villain. And to me, that would probably make the movie take it to another level, in my opinion. So again, 7 out of 10 for me for Jumanji The Next Level. Anyway, let me know what you think. If you've seen it, Jumanji The Next Level, what do you think of it? Feel free to leave comments down below. I have links to my social media in the description box, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Also have a link to my other channel, Paul Views and Opinions. Please check that out as well. And this is Trey Pastor saying so long and take care.